It is 12 noon. We are live at Social Taco. Come on up and see us. We'll be here until 2 o'clock. Great crowd, great weather outside. Come on up. We're on the Taco Terrace on the upper level here at Social Taco. We're here each and every Tuesday. I want to remind everybody that next week we will be here on Monday. Get ready to get the song queued up, Conrad. Have not seen Hastings. Conrad is back in the studio high atop Red Mountain. But 1 week from yesterday, we're 6 days away. This is what's going to happen next Monday at 1 o'clock.
250 years, red, white, and blue. A nation built on dreams, three-man front tests you. From the founding fathers to the stars above. It's history, heroes, and the land we love. So raise your voice, let freedom ring. It's time for Conrad versus Hastings. Freedom 250 face off, where America's past meets today's know-it-all. Freedom 250 face off. Who's got the answers? Who'll stand tall? Celebrate America and put your knowledge to the test. Three-man fronts, freedom face off.
That will be next Monday, as Hastings confirmed yesterday during the Curiosity Crate that he will participate. There was a lot of talk. There was a lot of Vegas lines that was saying that he was going to drop out, but he is in.
He's back.
He is back. So Monday, 1 o'clock, we will commence with the activities that you just heard during that song between Hastings and Conrad. It will be a trivia contest about the nation.
You know what that song sounds like?
Overcoming oppression from the man.
Well, Conrad choreographing a dance.
Yes,
Kinda
because
like how
I
we did the
was
turkey
getting,
challenge? Yeah.
I don't know what this move is right here. I want to, like the train chug.
Not me doing it, me choreographing it for Conrad,
Yes.
like what we did for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm.
And right there towards the end of the song, Pat, that was when I felt most patriotic, when they were going back into that big, the crescendo.
Yeah.
They really, do you think it's done, and then all of a sudden that American might.
Comes back.
I got chills. I don't know about y'all.
You
Oh,
got
no, I did
chills?
too. I
You
got
got
chills.
chills?
Yeah, I got chills.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, if you lose the trivia contest, which we're all betting that you will lose.
Yes, the Vegas line is heavily in Hastings'
Look,
favor.
besides waking up every day, when's the last time you won something?
Ooh.
That's
On the show, I mean.
I don't know. I went 3 for 3 on the crate one week.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That, yeah.
That's about, I think, my
one
only
for
victory.
3 yesterday.
Yeah,
As you ate a dead cat.
thank you.
You did eat a dead cat.
Yeah, my wife was mortified.
Disturbed?
Yeah.
Did your dog give you kudos for taking out a cat?
He was definitely very. I think he could smell it on me when I got home. He was huddled up right next to me all day.
Conrad, I have a genuine question.
Yeah.
How, just because I'm curious, how are you studying for this? Are you looking up old, AP
You honestly
US
think he
history
has
tests?
actually looked at anything
Well,
right now?
I would hope he is.
No.
No,
Considering how the first one
Conrad
went.
strikes me as naturally smart, book-wise. He never really had to study a ton. It came easy to him.
Yep.
He's going to come into this thing cocky, and he's going to get destroyed.
So you're
I
not
will be
studying.
completely honest with you. What I will probably do is I'll spend 30 minutes to an hour on Sunday scanning over some documents, and
Okay.
I'm going to wing it.
Okay.
All right, so we've been talking about recruiting. So this morning, Auburn got 2 commitments from a 4-star receiver from Prattville, Deshaun Hall, also a 3-star receiver, Cedric Simmons from Selma. Auburn is now jumped up to number 8 in the country. I did not hear Don celebrating moments ago, as Alabama has just gotten a commitment from Tyler Younger from Norcross, Georgia. He's from the Greater Atlanta Christian School. He's a 3-star. He's an edge, 6'4", 217. he is committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So a very busy morning for Auburn and Alabama.
Yeah, from what I understand, he's very comparable to Will Anderson.
Okay, well,
And he's a
that's a
three-star.
win.
He's a three-star. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
I'm just making stuff up.
They tell me the player comp they see the most is Cornelius Bennett.
Man, he's 6'5", 230.
I mean, he's got the measurables, yeah.
Yeah.
But this goes into the whole thing we've been talking about, right? Where if it pays off, then they're going to look like geniuses, and if it doesn't, then there's going to be a lot of red flags. But this kind of seems to be the route they're taking, does it not, Pat? Is these three-star guys that have the measurables that they think they can develop a year or two down the road into, contributors and probably saving some money on the recruiting trail with the three-stars.
Well, Landrum and I both have seen this in our careers calling high school football in the state of Alabama. There have been plenty of guys that have been overhyped by certain stars that did not live up to it. But more than not, you have seen guys that would classify as three stars that would be given scholarships to Alabama or Auburn, and you kind of ask yourself the question when that happens, wow, like, okay, we see these guys a lot. It's pretty interesting that an Alabama and Auburn is giving these guys a scholarship offer, but then they get to the campus, they get nutrition in them, they get a workout routine, they grow a little more, and then all of a sudden these guys look like geniuses because they're recruiting for what they see down the road,
Right.
maybe not so much because let's just be honest, a lot of guys on a Friday night, if you have a little bit more in the tank, so to speak, they can make those high school guys look pretty foolish at times.
Well, and I'm not saying this is always the case, but maybe fit is more important now.
Yes.
More than ever, when you're thinking about retention, what's ultimately this guy's motivator? Where's that drive coming from? Because the dynamic has changed. Now guys are making, in some cases, millions of dollars to play college football, whereas they were working for that first NFL contract or potentially just get drafted, just get my name called. Life-changing money has already happened in the eyes of some of these guys. So what is that dynamic and kind of taking that scientific approach? We'll see if it works out for Kalen DeBoer. It worked out for Kurt Cignetti last year.
Yeah, it definitely did. So maybe this is a better comparison. Not the Will Anderson thing was a joke. So a couple of years ago, London Simmons was a three-star. I think we all agree that's somebody that panned out and has probably punched above their weight class a little bit already in terms of how they were evaluated coming out of high school. So maybe that's going to be the case with this guy.
Two of the notables that I can remember for Alabama specifically, that maybe it wasn't a, wow, that came out of nowhere, but Javier Arenas is one that I think about. And I also think about Josh Jacobs. And we remember the Josh Jacobs story of how he was recruited and sleeping in the car and coach seeing him play basketball and Nick Saban wanting them to go and see him. I don't think Josh Jacobs was a four-star.
No, I don't think he was.
I know Javier Arenas was a two-star, I think.
I will never forget on signing day on the radio with Paul and Javier Arenas, it came down between South Florida and Alabama. Those are the only two schools that were going after him, and everybody had jokes about Javier Arenas. Oh my gosh, Alabama's going after this kid that they're battling South Florida for, and Javier Arenas came to Alabama and turned out to be a very special player and played a lot of years in the NFL.
Yeah.
He was a very good piece to that Alabama puzzle that developed pretty well before Nick Saban got there, and then of course once Saban got there, Javier Arenas was a very important piece to that defense.
Yeah, and just think about some of those role players and roles that players have played on special teams. So I mentioned Alabama and Arenas and Josh Jacobs. If you will go Auburn, how about the 2010 National Championship team with let's just say Darvin Adams, right? Or you want to go back to 2004 and that undefeated team, a Courtney Taylor, who was not highly recruited out of high school in the state of Alabama. Good examples of that. Look, we see 5 stars that fall flat, a lot of 4 stars that never live up to the billing. So it works in, I think you kind of want to have a little bit of both to mix in, and hopefully you get the right combination. A lot of things got to work out, but good for Alabama.
So the World Cup is going on right now, and yesterday we were kind of following Messi as he became the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history. Well, Ronaldo for Portugal, he has just scored, and he becomes the first ever player to score in 6 World Cups. How about that? As Portugal is taking on Uzbekistan. Did you see the clip of Uzbekistan, their fans, as they were marching to the stadium for the game? They were on horseback, and they were in full, looked like chainmail. Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. Oh, yeah. Okay.
There it is. Full regalia.
100% transparency. I thought that was a region of the world where they ate horses.
Is that why they're on horses?
I don't know. Do you pay homage to the horse before you eat it?
I don't know.
Where do they eat horses?
Wow.
Well, Conrad ate the cat yesterday.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Kazakhstan.
Oh,
I was at the grocery store yesterday after work, and I had somebody come up to me and say, "Did you know it was a cat?" In the parking lot. Never met him before. Did you know it was a cat? I said, "What?" And they said, the crate thing." I said, "Oh, well, thanks for listening to the show."
Can
and they
you
said,
tell-
"Yeah, did you know it was a cat?" I said,
Could
"No,
you tell the breed?
obviously not."
Could you tell the breed of the cat just by the taste of the ashes?
Could you tell it was Siamese?
You know what? I'd have to compare it to other ashes, I guess, and then we'll see if there's a texture difference or something. I mean, to be fair, I said it on the show. It really didn't taste like anything. So.
Siamese had a little hint of soy.
Oh my goodness.
What was the cartoon where you had the was that Lady and the Tramp with the Siamese cats?
twin-
We were
Yes.
Siamese.
Yeah, the twin Siamese.
Yeah, those always freak me out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay, Conrad. Yeah, I had a lot of questions about you eating cat ashes as well.
Y'all let me do it.
No.
You
one
could have
told
easily
to do
said,
that.
I don't know, maybe this one you don't want to.
Conrad, we offer suggestions, and you licked your finger and went in for the redip like 3 times. You knew.
This is true. You did.
You knew who you
And you
were
were
dealing
quick
with.
to be like, "Can I try it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, we were all there. I had a follow-up question too, but Conrad's gone silent. So
No, let me hear it. What is it?
no,
What is it?
I wanted to know if there was anything interesting this morning that
No.
you discovered.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you mean like him coughing up a hairball or something?
Yeah, or just like Paige hears a long meow come out of the bathroom.
No, thankfully everything was normal.
Oh, okay. It's good to hear.
Light a match, Conrad.
Apparently, Mr. Carrot Top, that was the deceased cat, by the way.
So it was an orange tabby.
I'm not Liberty. I just know it was
We do know it was an orange tabby.
a Mr. Carrot Top.
I had
But
an orange tabby when
Didn't
I
it
was a
belong to
kid.
one of our listeners?
It did.
Yep.
It did. It had passed away.
But it had a great life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sad. I love cats.
Now Conrad will carry a little bit of that cat with him.
Yeah, he
At
will.
least
Forever.
for the next day or so.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of that cat DNA in him.
I'll say most people say you got that dog in you. I've never heard you got that cat in you, but
Exactly.
but here we are today.
Here we are.
Your foundation and waterproofing specialist is Deep South Construction Pros. Deep South is family-owned company with real southern roots. If you're dealing with foundation issues or moisture problems after all this rain we've had, and you notice you've got some issues, Deep South Construction Pros, they're the experts. Foundation repair, waterproofing, that's the backbone of what they do. From cracks and wood damage to crawl space, moisture, and mold, their trained crews fix the problem at the source. The owners are proud Alabama locals. They still call this place home. They're located all across the great state of Alabama and the state of Tennessee. In the Deep South, reputation means everything. So get started today. Simply go to their website, deepsouthconstructionpros.com. That's deepsouthconstructionpros.com. Your home, their commitment, because if it's your home, it matters to them. Deep South Construction Pros.
Conrad, don't worry, that pretty head. The text line is open, and all kinds of examples of Auburn players who are not 4 or 5 stars that ended up having really good careers. We're going to try to brighten your day as we continue live from Social Taco in the Terrace on Jocks. Three-man front, we continue from Social Taco here in Homewood. Text line is open 205-834-9450. Auburn has picked up a couple of wide receiver commits at Alex Golish's class. Alabama gets an edge defender. Was it from the state of Georgia?
Norcross.
Yep. Norcross. Mm-hmm. Hotbed for recruiting. So with that, the text line, 205-834-9450, reads like this. If we're to trust Alabama's recruiting philosophy, how many players have been drafted to the NFL that DeBoer recruited and coached? Well, start Michael Penix. Or recruited and coached, or recruited and coached/coached, or just recruited.
I was about to say, his last year at Washington, he had, I mean, you said Penix, he had McMillan, Adunze. I'm trying to remember how many guys from that team got drafted. I think it was maybe 5 or 6. How many? I mean, what we got? There were like 9 or 10 Alabama guys last year that got drafted.
Yeah, we're counting Bernard,
Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah,
Cuevas.
Brailsford.
Yeah. Several. Somebody throwing out Kevin Green, who was a walk-on, Roger McCreary, Nick Fairley, Carlton Davis, James Dean, Darius Slayton, all 3 stars.
Dang, Nick Fairley was a 3-star? Wow.
He was. Alabama fan chiming in. D'Amico Ryans, 3-star. His high
That
school
one
coach
worked
had to
out.
beg Shula to give him a chance. Muscle man, thank you for that. Drake says, I want to say Marcel Darius was a 3-star coming out of Huffman High School. Pat, do you remember?
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm. Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.
That's Huffman's nickname.
Somebody asking, is it just me or does anyone else think that Conrad and the Braves' Grant Holmes is the same person? One with just longer hair than the other. Well, let's take a look at Grant Holmes.
I have never.
I have met
had
Grant Holmes
that
twice
comparison.
in person. And it never was like, you know what, you look like a guy.
See, someone when we were up there last week said they thought I was A.J. McCarron when they first got up there.
I don't know where they got that.
I've gotten that one my whole life.
I could, yeah.
Grant Holmes?
If Grant Holmes grew the beard and cut the Cantu curls.
Grant Holmes looks like the guy from Office Space. You know, his neighbor that he watches the karate movies with? That's who
that
Grant
does drywall?
Yeah, that's who Grant Holmes looks like. I don't think I look like them. But maybe I do.
That guy's hilarious.
Maybe I do a little bit.
What's your cornhole? Corey says my boy Conrad had. Did you said you had some stomach issues though in the break?
Well, yeah, but I was telling you, I don't know if it was because of the ashes or like just mentally I was expecting to have stomach issues from the ashes. So I was like convincing myself that my stomach didn't feel good.
And someone has photoshopped a new picture of Conrad.
Looks good.
That looks good. That is not a tabby. Kind of looks like his face there.
Looks like a cast member from Cats.
Would you would you paint your face like a cast member for Cats for the trivia?
Now that would be a makeup do.
Yeah, that would be a challenge. I don't know if I want to do that.
Celebrate Broadway in America. I don't think there's anything damaging that you could wear at this point now. Justin, I don't know. We will go back and we'll figure out how many of those guys that Kalen DeBoer actually recruited. But he said several that he's recruited and played. They got drafted in the NFL. Keep the text coming in, 205-834-9450.
So it was interesting. So earlier this morning on 103.7 The Buzz in Little Rock, they did an interview, and I'm trying to get her name. Her name's Marsha Martin, and she's an Arkansas businesswoman. And so she was on this interview with this morning show in Arkansas, and she was talking about Ryan Silverfield, talking about how much she liked him. And she mentioned that she was going to see him Wednesday at the naming of the football stadium. Nobody in the state of Arkansas had any idea what she was talking about, but apparently they're going to have an announcement at noon tomorrow in which apparently they're going to rename the stadium, and they believe that it will be a corporate sponsor that will add millions of dollars to the University of Arkansas. So, as you know, it's
Reynolds Razorback.
Right, and that's named after, if you've ever done a little Google search on Reynolds, the arena there in Tulsa that the Golden Hurricane, he is in Oklahoma. I believe he was in radio, owned a lot of media conglomerate, and he ended up giving a lot of money to both the University of Arkansas, Tulsa, maybe even to the University of Oklahoma. And so some of the money that he gave to Arkansas went to the improvements of the football stadium, and that's why it's named Reynolds Razorback Stadium. And so it appears now, based on this interview, like, oops, that they're going to have a naming ceremony at noon tomorrow. And there's been nothing official coming from the university, so it's got everybody in the state of Arkansas pretty fired up right now. But just that little interview, that little oops, that little thing that she just kind of dropped in the middle of her interview.
So would it be, I mean, we don't, if we're just guess, Reynolds, would it be
I might drop the Reynolds
Donald
name.
Reynolds Field at Walmart Stadium or Walmart Field?
I don't know. Back in September of last year, Hunter Yurichak said that Learfield, who is their media partner, that they're going to start soliciting corporations to name Razorback Stadium. So I think the Reynolds name, will probably come off the stadium, and it will be replaced by a corporate sponsor.
Okay.
So more money.
Yeah, I guess that's always a little bit awkward for the family.
Well, once again, I'm not really sure because of Reynolds' family's involvement and I guess the money, the trust that they give to different universities. I don't know. I don't think this is like,
It's obviously a big deal because two people knew about it.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight circle, apparently. I'm not really sure who Marcia Martin is, but she went on 103.7 The Buzz and said that there's going to be an official naming ceremony coming up on Wednesday.
Some stadium personnel guys like, are you kidding me? I got to come up here for that.
You never know. Maybe she owns the company that, did the new sign or something.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Marcia Martin is breaking news.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Donald Reynolds did well for himself.
He sure
Don
did.
Ray Media Group.
Yep. I knew it was a media group,
Yep.
but his name is all over all sorts of buildings all over the country, including Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Their basketball arena is named after him, where UAB plays.
Yeah, we rode by there. It's not a bad arena. Tulsa's campus, not bad. Boy, it was cold, though. Woo. It was cold that day. Keep the text firing in, 205-834-9450. Portugal is up in their World Cup match against Uzbekistan, 2-0.
Who do you got in that game?
I'm Portugal, yeah. I went total.
Did you?
I don't know. How does soccer work? Is it just go? Is it like hockey? Just this team is favored?
Yeah, by.
Can I go total goals?
Yeah.
Okay. Go with the small dog races at the Barons. We'll stick with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back into the gambling thing.
As you should.
Yeah. We continue. We're live from Social Taco. Still got Pat Ponders. He's going to ask questions. We're going to try to answer responsibly. We'll get to more of your texts, a lot of those on the text line as well. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Glad you're with us here on Jocks.
It is 12:32. We are live at Social Taco as the cake is being cut. It's Reba's birthday. Howie's lovely wife as the cake is being cut. We've also got some cupcakes. So if you're in the vicinity, you want to come on by and enjoy some Mexican cuisine here at Social Taco and also some cake for her birthday. Come on by.
Well, if you can't make it out to Social Taco today, another place that we love is Big Whiskey's. They have a full menu that has something for everyone. They have a great outdoor patio with a putting green and game area. It's great for those summer evenings this time of year, so go see them in their newest location off Highway 119 at 280 near the Publix or in the Stadium Trace Village.
We do this typically maybe in the last hour of the show, but we'll do it a little bit early today. I come up with questions. They give me answers. This is Pat Ponders.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. On 3 says Texas and Georgia are locks from the SEC to make the college football playoff in 2026. They listed 5 other teams from the conference as what they classify as serious contenders. Give me your 2 locks for the college football playoffs from the SEC and 2 other serious contenders.
Locks, I'll agree with them. Texas and Georgia, which I'm not absolutely sold on either. And then outside of that, Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU, got to be in the conversation. Oklahoma and Texas A&M.
Yeah, I'd probably go same locks, Texas and Georgia. And then for contenders, I was thinking A&M, I was thinking LSU, I was thinking Bama.
Are you ready for Florida yet?
Not yet.
I'm not either.
Maybe Ole Miss. I'd probably go those.
Yeah, Texas and Georgia are the best bets. And then if I can only give you 2 other contenders, I think the 2 next up for me would be I'll probably go LSU and Texas A&M.
According to On3, they listed the 5 other serious contenders as A&M, Ole Miss, Bama, Oklahoma, and LSU. So, Conrad, your Bama made the list. Congratulations.
Yeah, they're still on that preseason
We're in the
list.
top half of the conference because they named like 8 teams.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Question number 2.
At least he keeps it real.
After more than 5,000 editions of ESPN SportsCenter, more than anyone in network history, Linda Cohn is retiring on June the 30th. She's been a fixture at ESPN since 1992. So the question is, when you hear the word SportsCenter, who is the first person that comes to your mind?
Chris Berman. I remember some of those early SportsCenter broadcasts, and Chris Berman seems like he's always been on there. Ever since I remember watching, and that would have been, I would have been 4 or 5 years old. First time I ever saw SportsCenter. Or what was ESPN then?
Yeah, mine would still be Stuart Scott, honestly, just from growing up. But nowadays it would be SVP.
I was going to say Stuart Scott from when I was a kid.
For me, it was Dan Patrick.
That's a good one.
Patrick and Olbermann's the one that put
Yeah.
SportsCenter into the lexicon of most Americans when it comes to SportsCenter.
For sure.
Yep. So Linda Cohn retiring at the end of the month.
Have fun, Linda. You deserve it.
Question number 3. On this date in 1917, Ernie Shore enters the game after Boston Red Sox pitcher Babe Ruth is ejected for punching an umpire. Shore makes the most of his situation as he retires all 26 batters he faces in a 4-0 win over the Washington Senators. It is ruled a combined no-hitter with Babe Ruth. What's the biggest opportunity you've ever gotten simply because you happen to be at the right place at the right time, like Ernie Shore?
Ooh.
I'm also appalled, Conrad, that Babe Ruth punched out an umpire.
The umpire is going a little far, but that's not the most surprising thing I would have heard about Babe Ruth.
So what's the biggest opportunity you've ever gotten simply because you happen to be at the right place at the right time?
Oh, that's a tough one.
As a
tough.
fan, I happened to be the right place, the right time. It was in Baton Rouge. Got to lead a team into Tiger Stadium because I was standing there as a part of that line, me and another friend. There was a putting contest that I finished second in, and I won a nice putter. This brat from wherever won first place, and I think he got a trip to Disney. But I would not have been in that if I had not been standing where I was standing, and they said, hey, we're about to shut it down. The brat got to putt first. I putted second, but I got a nice putter. And other than that, just every good thing that the Lord's ever blessed me with.
The only thing that I can think of off the top of my head was when I got to be on Big Noon Kickoff. Because my appearance group, because not all of us could do Big Noon Kickoff that game day because we have to be in a million different places all across Lincoln before games. And my appearance group just, happened to be still in the locker room. And our coach was like, Molly's group, go. Big Noon Kickoff needs you. And I was like, yes. Broadcasting nerd in me, I was like, oh, yeah, this is sick. So that was really cool.
Did Urban Meyer have a toupee?
I didn't notice. I did get to meet him, though. That was the day I met Urban Meyer.
That was the day.
Mm-hmm. Nice guy.
Yeah, I'm going to take the cheesy route probably. So when I met my wife, we knew of each other and we knew who each other were, but we ended up running into each other at a place in Birmingham one day, and that ended up, we met and kind of were talking for a little bit, and it actually turned into our first date. And then we had a date the next day after that, and the next day after that, and that's when we were like, yeah, this is probably going pretty good if we just met and had 3 dates in 3 days and really enjoyed spending time with each other.
That is so sappy
sweet.
and sweet. But are you serious? You're gonna go there? You don't have anything else? Because now I feel bad.
Okay, when I was in college, one time I was walking by the Malmore Athletic Facility, and the door was open, and so I snuck in there and was able to walk around the whole athletic facility with no supervision because someone had left the door open.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
That one
I
was
have a
pretty
better
sweet,
one.
too.
My junior year, that summer before my junior year, was when the Husker Radio Network opened, which was my first job. And I happened to be walking across the student union, and I see Jessica Cootie, who was the main female on HRN. And I knew who she was just because I worked for the student radio station. And I went up to her, I was like, hi, my name is Molly Robinson. I want to come up and meet you. It's so great to meet you, blah, blah, blah. She was like, hey, actually, I need help with something. Can you help me record this? And I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
2 months later, got an internship.
Yeah.
All because I was walking to class and I was running late, but I saw Jessica and I was like, I need to talk to her.
Yes.
My physics professor or whatever class it was can wait. This is a networking opportunity.
Yeah, you use that. You're not going to use that physics.
No. Or psychology. It was something. I don't remember. Shows how important it was. But I got an internship out of it.
Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. Here you go, young people.
All right, final question of the day comes courtesy of John Saber.
Ooh.
John Saber sent this to me yesterday afternoon. He says, you have to choose one, no getting out of it. Which would you rather do?
Oh, no.
Get a monthly massage from a male listener of Don Don's choosing, or be the face or a model of an embarrassing product like Depends Fit Flex underwear.
I embrace old. I'll be the spokesperson for Depends.
Yeah, you're getting paid probably good money for that, too.
Yeah, it's all green.
Yeah, I'm taking that one all day.
Yeah.
I'll do kitty litter,
And
whatever.
I looked. Look, I've never worn an adult diaper, but based on my recollection of adult diapers to where they are now, I think they have some very sensible fashion options.
Yeah.
Got kind of the boxer brief type.
But no, I'd be the model.
Doesn't look like you got a bowling ball in your seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So none of y'all would take Don Don up on
No.
assigning someone to give y'all a massage?
Do not touch me.
No, that
Nope.
sounds awful.
Am I getting paid for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, so you would do it for money?
Of course you
Well, if I'm getting paid more money for that than the diaper commercial or whatever, yeah.
You think Don Don's got a massage guy?
Ask him.
I don't want to ask
I'm
him.
not gonna know.
Larry can ask him. Dave, you're closest to him. You ask him. I just want to hear the response.
Oh, my goodness.
Don Don's got a guy for everything.
Yeah.
I do want to try the baby goat yoga
Oh yeah.
or the puppy yoga. Seems like that would be fun.
Where did
But
that
no.
come from?
I was saying, what?
I'm trying to go to my happy place right now.
Where did
Because
that
the
come
last
from?
thought in my mind was Don. For some reason, it's Don giving the massage.
Look at him.
It could be Don Don. It could be Stan. It could be
He's like
Howie.
an elf. He's like an elf. His ears
options.
just perked
No,
up.
absolutely not. Mm-mm.
No, Sabers said it would be Don choosing
Yeah.
who would give you the massage.
Nope, not happening.
Don's just like he'd want to do it himself. Just make sure it got done right.
Yeah.
That's my
Just
fear.
to make sure it got done
That's my
right.
fear.
All right. That's today's.
Waist up,
Pat
Don.
Ponder.
Waist up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I told you my glutes don't need massage.
All right. That's today's Pet Ponders. We do have some serious breaking news, and this is huge. The NFL has announced that they will not hold a supplemental draft, meaning Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be eligible for the league in 2026. He will be eligible for the 2027 NFL draft. So he rolled the dice, and it came up snake eyes.
Congratulations to the CFL.
Or the UFL.
You've got your poster boy.
There you go.
This all worked out perfectly.
Yes, he's going to do great at Saskatchewan.
Maybe that's why Cody Campbell said, you know what, keep that money, son. You're going to need it because the NFL's not going to give you a chance this year.
Yeah, Sorsby's got a golden parachute somewhere with Smash Capital.
Perhaps so.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the entire story ever, but it might be a little bit.
So that's big news.
Something else to that.
Sorsby will not be eligible for the NFL this season. So, huge story.
Well, crap.
And by the way, Brendan Sorsby's attorney has already spoken. He says that the NFL's decision is a violation of the collective bargaining agreement, and we intend to pursue the players' rights with the NFLPA.
Good luck with that one.
So here we go.
Good luck with that one. A lot of people went against the NFLPA. That'll go well.
So there you go.
205-834-9450 on the text line. Someone adding that Don has agreed to pitch his tent and set up a massage booth.
Oh, my goodness.
Lewis, bringing back some memories. Landrum, do you remember when ESPN mornings were just fitness shows and World's Strongest Man competitions? Yes, it was those people on the beach. They were always running to get to that big black rubber mat that was on the sand, and they'd go through a workout, and all of their bodies looked amazing, and it was so effortless. Posey is asking, would it be weird if Don chose himself to give the massage? No, I think that would totally be where he went. And Collins back to Babe Ruth punching an umpire. Back then, punching the umpire was the equivalent of giving someone a handshake.
I'm glad you said shake.
Or that. You know, I don't know. Depends on where you live.
Yeah. All right, so the breaking news, the NFL will not hold a supplemental draft. Sorsby is SOL.
Somebody asking to Sorsby, can he just become an undrafted free agent now?
I'm sitting here reading a letter that was sent to Mr. Sorsby from the NFL, and I'll have an answer for you momentarily, but it does not believe that is going to be the case because the NFL holds the sole discretion of determining whether they would hold an appropriate supplemental draft, and they have deemed this not necessary. So.
Okay. Well, keep the text rolling in. We got Dimitri Ravanos at the top of the hour. We continue to broadcast live from Social Taco here in the Square in Homewood. Join us on Jocks.
It is 12:50. The breaking story, if you're just now tuning in, Brandon Sorsby, there will not be an NFL supplemental draft. That coming out just a couple minutes ago. So he is out of luck for 2026. He will be eligible for the 2027 NFL draft. His attorney, Jeffrey Kessler, he told Yahoo Sports a few moments ago that they will pursue all avenues legally as they believe the NFL is in violation of their collective bargaining agreement. So once again, Sorsby will find himself in court.
Now, Sorsby might be out of luck, but you're in luck if you're looking for an economical, efficient way to look better, to feel better when it comes to your fitness. It's Mandu. It's in downtown Homewood. Mandu, electrical muscle stimulation fitness. All FDA approved. It doesn't hurt. But just getting to the point, Mandu, because of the technology, a 15-minute workout is the equivalent to 6 hours in a gym. So if you're trying to carve out time, you don't have time to spend countless hours in a gym, you can do it in a fast, efficient way. Boutique fitness at its best. Mandu absolutely works. Your first visit is free. Go to the website, MANDUU.com. That's Mandu, MANDUU.com. They got a wonderful staff located, as mentioned, just down the road from us here in downtown Homewood. Paul is the owner. He's got a wonderful training staff. Make sure you tell him Landrum from Jocks sent you.
So I'm sitting here reading the letter that the NFL sent to Sorsby. It says, under our collective bargaining agreement, the league retains sole discretion to determine whether it's appropriate to conduct a supplemental draft in any given year. The league has not conducted such a draft for several years, and prior to your submission, the league had no plans to do this year as no other player was sought entry. Your petition, filed 3 business days before the deadline, without any supporting information or documentation, and only after abandoning your recent litigation efforts to avoid NCAA sanctions, does not provide a basis for the league to alter those plans. The issues presented by your petition are too significant and too closely tied to the league's core integrity interests to permit meaningful review within the timeline presented. In other words, we're not going to let you just slide in here because of the fact that you admitted that you gambled on your own football team. So kudos to the NFL standing up for its integrity and saying, no, thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, and it's a good move, and it's a no-brainer. And who knows? Maybe a year from now we're looking at Brendan Sorsby, and he's a part of the NFL. But it's too soon, and it would be a horrible look. And the NFL just doesn't make bad decisions. And Brendan Sorsby is not going to be worth Roger Goodell and the Shield staking its reputation, especially with how proactive they try to be and even retroactive in making sure that it doesn't affect the integrity of the game at that level. Because if that starts happening, then we do have some serious problems. You thought you had an NBA scandal with Donahue. Woo.
Now, I just hope for this young man, again, he's 22 years old. He's a man. I hope that Texas Tech lives up to what they preached to us for weeks and months, that they are going to stand behind this young man and they're going to provide him with all the services needed. Because obviously this is a real kick in the gut when that was going to be your safety net of going off and potentially being on an NFL roster. And then now the NFL says, not so fast, my friend, not happening.
But again, and look, if Brendan Sorsby, if he plays again, I'm not going to swear off sports forever. I don't think he should be thrown under a jail. But what was Brendan Sorsby going to learn from his mistake, whether he got to play college football this year or if the NFL said, oh, sure, we'll take you? How much would he really be learning? I'm sure he's learned a lot, but he's a young guy. He's got loads of talent. He's going to play football again somewhere.
So let me see if I get this straight. So now Brendan Sorsby literally was going to lose to the Big 12 or the NCAA, but now they're going to sue the NFL.
That's why it's laughable.
Of all entities that you're going to
go
try
up
to
against
sue?
the NFLPA, just the NFL in general, but the NFLPA, no, undefeated. You're done. Enjoy Saskatchewan.
Or Birmingham.
Or Birmingham. We still have a team as of right now, right?
As of June 23rd at 12:55 p.m., yes, we have a team.
Carolina, they still have a team. Dimitri Ravanos, he supports that team.
Yep.
He joins us next. Three-man front as we're live from Social Taco in the Terrace. Come and join us. The tacos are plentiful. The fellowship, superb.